Alrighty folks, one more time. Day 4, 5, 6, day 6. Back at EFI Specialties, doing our thing. Y'all saw in the last video, we started old girl up. Well, this video, oh man, that went dark on me. There we go. This video, she is now 100% all together. All right, so we got everything buttoned up, ProCharger, brand new belt, brand new tensioner, oils changed, ProCharger oil change, oil filter change. We did the 10 millimeter on the dipstick. I think we're ready to rock, man.
You're missing something. What about the fans?
Son of a beeswax, man. One more freaking thing to do. It's the little things that get you, folks. It's the little things. Cars put back together. We checked, verified a lot of the nuts and bolts and a few things we missed, like cover for the alternator, the dipstick, 10 millimeter. We got all that tightened up. So what's going to happen now is Mac is going to go out and do some runs to set the rings. Once we do that, we're going to take a drive to Sheets. I got to get some E85, and I'm hungry because I thought I'd be done way before now. But you know how it is. Small things get in the way, and next thing you know, it's 2-3 hours later. But Mac's going to set the rings. Then we're headed to Sheets. I'm going to get some food. We're going to come back, and we're going to hit the dyno and see what she does. All right, here we go. Mac's going to do a few pulls to set the rings, and we're just going to sit here and get some flybys. Ooh, she sounds good. She sounds good. Oh God, she sounds ridiculous. She sounds ridiculous. All right, here we go. All right, folks, Dave's about ready to pull her up on the dyno. So Dave's gonna lock her down. I'm gonna go back to the chill spot. We're still on live. I'm just gonna go to the chill spot until he ratcheted her down and ready to do the dyno stuff. So for you guys on the video, we'll be back. If you're in the live, you'll be seeing everything happening as it happens. Here we go, folks. Second pull of the night. This is after a few things. running 2 cameras here. I'm trying to do 2 cameras at once. So 1,081. 1,081 and 903 pound-feet of torque.
No. He said it cut out.
Oh, it cut out on its own?
No, cut boost or something, right? Or what did it do? It cut. No, everything looks tight.
Well, I just did 1081.
I went into my major at 11:46.
And he had to let out early. Yeah.
Cut off like a minute or so.
And it cut off for some reason.
Figure it out. Yeah.
So Dave's looking at the logs. He's gonna figure it out. And we'll be back for the next pool. I'm talking to the other phone right now.
Still no ice.
Still no ice. So remember that, still no ice. This is all no ice. I'll let you know when we add ice.
You know how many cams I'd sell if I cared to sell cams?
Everybody wants your cams, Mac.
I do. I got 10 people hitting me up today, but guess what? No.
Making too much power, he had to let out early.
It's really at the limit of an RT ECU. Like, could you imagine you would ever get to a limit of that? So it's really a good thing that we had the other setup because we'd had to shift it like 6100, 62 all the time. What happened? Wasn't sure where it was going, so just to be safe, gonna add a little fuel. So that leaned out a little bit, and you just being safe.
Gotcha. Don't forget, we can always turn up the pressure too.
Yeah, we can turn up the fuel pressure if needed. True. You gotta remember, it is a double pump.
Green run was the last run. Kind of let out a little bit early because what's happening is we reached the limit of the 5.7 RT PCM when it comes to boost. So from what Dave's saying is there's a hard cut in the PCM that just cuts it off and shuts the car down. So we're trying to tap dance around that and still make more power. So still, going from 1081 to 1074 is not a big deal, really. I mean, we're talking 7 horsepower, and we actually gained 1 pound-feet of torque. So
You think I should go get ice and do a glory pass?
I'm not sneezing at that.
Dave said let's just go get the ice, do the glory on this.
Dave said let's go get ice, and we're going to do a glory pass
just
and call it a night.
We'll make 1100 plus and call it a day.
All right, we're going to get ice. We're coming up with. All right. Don't make fun of my hair for this. But glory pull with ice. Not sure how this is going to go. We're going to do it. So here we go. 1061 and 906 torque.
Out early. Make it boost too soon.
But adding the ice, the boost, we're thinking the boost came in quicker, it hit the boost cut quicker, and that's why it let out early. So you can see compared to the green line, how early it cut out, the red line.
No, it was coming in hard. It was about to do that 11.
It was coming in hard, no doubt about it, but then it hit the boost cut, and if it wasn't for the limitation of the stock PCM, we'd be well over 1100.
Drives me crazy.
Well over 1100. So
1150 right now.
once we put the Dominator on here, that'll change. That changes everything. So we could be over 1100 without ice. So there you go, folks. There's the limitation of the 5.7 RT PCM anyway. I don't know if we flashed it to a 6.4 it would be better, but we're not going through anything to try and fix this PCM because we're putting the Holley Dominator on. If everything goes well at the track, we're putting the Holley Dominator on. Again, if you look at the green line, it's cutting out early. But 1075 and 920 torque, that's 14 more pound-feet of torque. That's a lot of torque, by the way. That's a lot of torque. Torques.
It's a shame you don't have a seat in it.
And that's a whole lot of Hurst curves. Even at 1075. I mean, 1075, 1077, 1061, 1081.
Holley's going on, man.
I mean, 10, 15 horsepower, that's Dyno.
Oh, so if
What I'm saying, Dyno.
If you would have had the hard tire on it. So let's just see. Would it make 1077?
1077.
1077 plus 5%.
1130.
1130 would be 5%. So we
So
could just
typically their dyno is 5% lower than other.
again, stock Hellcat 570 on our dyno.
So stock Hellcat on their dyno goes 570.
570.
On a regular dyno, they're what,
600 plus.
Yeah. So
I put my car on this one and then went maybe like 5 or 10 miles down the street. There's another guy. They do a lot of GMs and stuff, and we baseline mine there after we put this in, and it was 5% there too. And then cars we've had some other dyno jets come on here and baseline before we touch them, 5% or more.
So
it's
going
doing,
with the numbers.
It's doing really good.
we're over 1100.
It's doing really good.
That's freaking awesome.
6.4s or better.
I never denied the fact that 6.4s can make more power.
No, this is just one of those things that, like I said, we have love for the 5.7s. Yours did very well. But
For a long time.
if you have the budget and you're going to start fresh, just do what you did and get the dealer motor to start, and then you have a better base to start with. Like,
Yep. That and a set of that and a set of drop-ins for 2K, 5K, you're in for a fully forged engine.
yeah, you could either do high compression like I have for my orange one, which is going to stay in A,
Right. If you're staying in A, you get the high compression one.
and you can spray it. They're still the same material as his, and you can spray like all the nitrous or whatever you want. You can even boost it still, as long as you gap it right, but you won't be able to run as much boost.
Right.
So,
But I was going to do another video with all the things he just said, but I'll probably do one again anyway. But that's it for this one, folks. Y'all saw 1077 on the dyno.
I mean, it's made like 6.
1130 if you add the 5%.
It's made 6 pulls already in the 1070s.
Yeah.
That was our break-in. It has 45 minutes of driving and then dyno pulls.
So all y'all to talk about braking. So everybody talking about braking. Oh, wait a minute.
This is the absolute best from the old engine. That's the one that was lean, you remember?
Yeah, that's the 971 that was lean.
That it never actually made. But that's what, with my cam, the one was on the way to make. But that still shows you the absolute best compared to what it's at now, and it's not revving.
Yeah, nearly as high.
It's gonna make, well, it's gonna make 1150 with the Holley. I'm calling it.
Whew. We're making some power, folks. We're making some power. So next video will be at Summer Duck here in Virginia, doing 8th mile pulls. We'll probably only do what, 2 or 3 if we can get them in.
We can probably run all night there. So we'll dial in the trans as best as we can, since the trans DCM is separate from the Holley anyway.
Okay.
This will be our track testing it, the 1, 2, 3, 4, all of it like dialed.
Okay.
And the rest will be a guesstimate because we're not going to hit the quarter mile, but it should get you through the, you know, the race.
Front half.
Yeah, that's
Should get me through Rocky Mountain Race Week.
That's where it's at. I mean, it's not going to bang limiter on the higher gears. The shorter gears are where you have the issue. So, and he might even be able to walk you through on how to make a change. He might even be able to. I don't know if he can email to that. Let's ask him real quick. Can you email to him? How to him? Or like, or would the transmission still be HP tuners? So you can still change shift points with your cable. You'll still be able to flash them. So that's cool.
Yeah. So we're gonna have fun at Rocky Mountain Race Week now, baby. Woohoo! Over 1,000 horsepower, folks. Over 1,000 horsepower. But
Was the BJ worth it?
y'all know the deal. That's going to do it for this one. If you're stopping in for the first time, please check out the rest of the channel. If you like the rest of the channel, do me those few things. Like, subscribe, smash the bell, shoot me a comment, share it on social media. I'll definitely appreciate it. Shake and Bake will appreciate it. Dave and Mac will appreciate it, because all the funds are now being funneled to them to make this thing ridiculous. So stay tuned, folks. Much more content coming. Adios.